Hello everyone, it's March 23rd, 2012, and this is a quick update on my attempt to use sea level change minimums to triangulate to a possible object somewhere between Leo and Virgo. And what I've found is on March 21 was actually the sea level minimum. Previously I was assuming that this would occur on March 22nd, but in fact it's occurred on March 21st. March 21st was the sea level change minimum, but only by just 2 millimeters, as you can see. So I've taken that to be closer to halfway point between the two, and that's how I've plotted this line here. So this new line I've plotted on the chart is taking it as 11 PM on March 21st, because it's so close to being between those two dates. Okay, because I've done that, I've also decided I better go back and correct something else here. Got very similar situation on December 31 and January 1st. In actual fact, that sea level change minimum probably occurred very early on the 1st, whereas all these others, as you notice, are very distinct. I've taken them as being midday UTC time, but this one here I think I should take it as being early in the morning. And this one here I've taken it as being 11 PM, so I've put this one at 2 AM and this one at 11 PM. Okay, so by making that change we also move this line here, so now that sea level change from January 1st moves to about there. In actual fact it tightens up our triangulation, but it also indicates that we are probably through the zone, if you like. If we really are triangulating to an object out here, this shows we probably have already passed through that zone. So if we were to look from the moon towards the Earth on March 21st at 11 PM, this is where the Earth would be located in space, which interestingly happens to be very close to the time of the 6.6 earthquake in Papua New Guinea, which occurred at 10:15 PM UTC time. And this is what it looked like on the seismographs for Papua New Guinea, and this while we're here, that's what it looked like in Australia. As you can see, the bulk of the movement in Australia occurred a significant amount of time after the initial shake, and this is what it looked like on the global seismographs. So you can see regions around the world, not a big one like we had in Mexico, but a decent sized one anyway. Okay, so here we're looking at the Earth from the perspective of the Moon on March 21 at 11 PM. I'm curious to know on what date the Earth from the perspective of the Sun is in the same position. So let's go back in time and see. Okay, so back to March 18, and this is the position we're wanting, somewhere around here. And it'd be on March 13, which is curious because that's the date of the magnetopore's reversal. Now, I don't know if those two events are related. The sea level change minimum has anything to do with the magnetopore's reversal, if there is an object out there, but it's just a curiosity that the alignments match. Now, this main magnetopore's reversal began on March 12, just before midnight, and continued on to the next day until at least 4 PM. So let's quickly try and compare these two images. This is from the perspective of the Sun on March 13 at approximately 10 AM, which would be maybe the midpoint of the magnetopore's reversal. And this one is on March 21 at 11 PM from the perspective of the Moon. This image from the Moon, of course, puts the Earth lower down against the background stars. But we're not so interested in the vertical position, we're more interested in its horizontal position. So it's very close. I find it very curious. So how does this all fit in with the March 20th earthquake we had in Mexico at about 6 p.m. UTC time? Well, that falls into the 5 7/8 day cycle I was referring to in my last video. And the sea level minimum that we had on the 21st actually falls with the Papua New Guinea earthquake. And the previous sea level change minimum that we had came on the same day as an earthquake in Vanuatu. So what I'm wondering is there an object out there? Are we through the zone? Well, if there is an object out there, I suspect we are through the zone. But will this 5 7/8 day cycle continue? Will we get another earthquake on March 26th? Well, we'll just have to wait for March 26th to know that. But if there is, I'd expect it to be somewhere in the range between a 6.4 and a 7.4. Okay, thank you for watching.